Season number 2 under head coach Chris Fox for the BGSU women's soccer team as they kick off the 2025 season right here at Cochrane Stadium, taking on the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the broadcast. I'm Luis Clymer, alongside my partner Henry Costco. Once again this season, we're going to have some fun all season long once again for the women's team. And Henry, last season was kind of an interesting season for Fox's first year. Some good results, some learning moments as well, but they still got that last spot into the MAC tournament.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that MAC tournament spot is really what they were looking for in the first year under Coach Fox, but 5 new transfers for them and 4 new signings they're going to have to make up for. A couple departures, most notably Isabel Gilmore, the former captain, and Lexi Zerwin, who was the leading scorer for them as a midfielder last year. And it's going to be Taylor Green, the defender, the junior, who's going to be taking over as team captain, and along with juniors Emmy Butera, Michelle Hoekstad, Emma Stransky, who is the leading returning scorer from last year. It's going to be a new season for them, and they're going to be looking for some improvement.
Absolutely, and still a good chunk of returns, still probably a little bit more on the young side, but for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, it's a completely brand new team.
Yeah.
For a team that just had 3 wins last season.
Yeah, 3 wins, 1 win on the road, and 14 new transfers to them, only 10 returning players. So I think they saw some issues with that squad, and they were looking to, maybe turn some things around this year. And we saw it in the preseason poll, ranked 9th to finish 9th, ranked 11th last year, and they did finish 11th in the Horizon League last year. So they'll be looking for some improvement this year.
Absolutely. 2025 women's soccer season is finally upon us here at Cochrane Stadium. Can the Falcons get a win to start the season, or can the Oakland Golden Grizzlies spoil the party? We'll find out here. It's all coming up next right here on WBGU PBS. A beautiful summer night here in Bowling Green, Ohio for the start of the 2025 women's soccer season between your BGSU Falcons and the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Welcome back inside the broadcast. Lucas Clymer alongside Henry Costco. Henry, start at women's soccer season, which means it's time to get this party started.
Yeah, second year under head coach Chris Fox. I had a chance to talk to him pregame about his mindset going into this game, as well as 4 other Horizon League conference games. Let's take a look.
Season number 2 under head.
Coach, so season opener tonight, just what's the general mindset of the team? What are you looking to see from them going into tonight?
I just think it's excitement, right? It's like, feels like Christmas morning, first game day. I think everyone's really excited, eager to get going. Played the one exhibition, but there's nothing like the real thing, the real game. So yeah, super excited all around.
0-0 draw against this team last year, despite 17 shots for you guys. What are you going to try to do maybe a little bit differently?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've dissected last year's footage. I think obviously as a being my first season last year, you're figuring things out still. And I think you learn a lot. We learned a lot from last season. We've been trying to put right a lot of those wrongs throughout the entirety of the spring, throughout preseason. I think for us, we just need to play at a higher intensity, a higher pace. I think the speed and rhythm of play being disciplined. I'd say that's probably the most important thing, and not disciplined in the normal sense in terms of like maybe the defensive aspects, disciplined on the ball, like making the right decisions, timing the release of passes, while also finding moments to be a little bit more direct and create more chances. So it's no, I'm excited. I think we've I've said in previous interviews we've obviously got a lot more strength this year too, a little bit more depth, and so I think it should play well.
So 4 Horizon League games for you guys against those teams starting tonight. What do you kind of look for in those games, and how are they important for you as coaches and to get the players ready?
I just think you just want a variety of games. I think when I'm trying to put the schedule together, I want variety of different styles of play, variety of different qualities and sides, but also trying to make it match and be something similar to what you get in the MAC. And so, Horizon is obviously great because it's relatively close, similar to the MAC, and so a lot of closer opponents. But yeah, just excited to test ourselves against different teams.
Coach, thank you, and good luck.
Of course. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, guys.
Some good thoughts there with Henry Cosco and Chris Fox, the Falcons, and the brand new orange kits from head to toe to get this 2025 season underway here at Cochrane.
Yeah, so we can start by going through starting with Bowling Green. Goalkeeper sophomore Peyton O'Malley starting after taking over from Madison Vukas at the end of last year. Defenders, Gabby Lamparty there in the defense. Taylor Green, the captain, as well as Haley Wolf. Jalen Searles will start in the midfield, along with Alexis Sopralis and Emmy Butera. And Ellie Poole, along with Mina Sand, the last midfielder. Ellie Poole start at the wing position, along with Ella Kane and Isabella Mata-Farrell round out the strikers.
Starting 11 for Bowling Green, Henry, that we mentioned there does have some returning players, but a lot of these players didn't play in 2024 for Chris Fox. And a lot of those players, whether through injury or now new, you have 3 transfers in the starting 11 and also a couple of players that were hurt all of last season.
Yeah, Taylor Green, Haley Wolf, 2 of those defenders that are staying. Emma Butera, another one of those players, but Gabby Lamparty, Ella Kane, Isabella Mata-Farrell, 3 transfers that are coming in and immediately starting in the first game of the season.
Starting 11 for your Grizzlies, Marin Weiger in goal. Rose Gavanthor, Belly Giddings, Mallory Anderson, Mia Tuca, Ella Shapiro, Corin Jenkins, Isabella B. Rob, Bella Haynes, Bray Cole, and Ali Leonard is your starting 11 for head coach Devin Zavosic and his second season at the helm of the Golden Grizzlies for a team that just won 3 games last season.
Yeah, and this team wasn't very similar to the team we saw here at Cochrane Stadium last season in the 0-0 draw that these 2 teams had. 17 shots in that game for Bowling Green, only 3 for Oakland, but it didn't matter. The result was 0-0.
Leonard winning the ball back, and then it's taken away from Maza Farrow in her first start and appearance for Bowling Green. The deflected clearance and goes right into the hands of Weiger.
And Marin Weiger making her first career collegiate start. 3 new goalies for Oakland, all of them transfers. None of them had a start in collegiate soccer, so it was bound to be one of them, and it's the Mercer transfer, redshirt sophomore out of Longmeadow, Indianapolis, Indiana.
There's Sam stepping in the midfield to win back the ball, looking to go back to Sopralis. It's cut out there from Leonard.
Midfield control is going to be very important. We see a younger team this year for Bowling Green, the youngest in the MAC. So, Coach Fox likes to use that possession style play, really keep the ball in the hands of the midfield. In the defense, we're going to see that a lot today.
There's Searles getting it by Tuca. Pardon me, that was actually Anderson Mazzaferro. Now back to Searles, making her first collegiate start in her 4th season with Bowling Green.
Searles missed all of last year, played in 2022 and 2023 under Jimmy Walker, but didn't quite get a start in her first 2 seasons. Good for her getting that start finally in her 4th year with the team.
And a one there from Butera. Mazzaferro, one of the 3 transfers we mentioned, chasing this one down.
Mazzaferro, leading point scorer for Niagara of the MAAC last season. Over to Bowling Green. The Falcons will be missing Bryn Gardner, who transferred from Creighton, star forward.
Lamparty was looking there down that left side for her fellow transfer, Ella Kane, was just a little too far.
As we mentioned, not a lot the same from this year compared to last year. 14 transfers for them entering the season.
Poole some early pressuring on Weiger and a sliding challenge. And Poole's going to earn a throw in there. How about that for the 6-year forward?
That's a veteran taking advantage of maybe some nerves for the redshirt sophomore goalkeeper making her first start.
There's Kane inside the box. Poole. And it's cleared away initially there from Jenkins. And Oakland able to deal with it momentarily. Butera, Soprilis out wide. Here's Kane. Kane into the box, goes to the byline, and that clearance from Jenkins stays in play.
Good footwork from Kane to try to get around the defender. Wasn't quite able to keep the ball close enough to her.
Seeing the early burst of speed there from the transfer, the former Kentucky Wildcat and Louisville Cardinal.
Yeah, an early offensive pressure. We're seeing this team really wants to get on the board here early, establish themselves 1-0.
There's some of the fans that made it out to Cochrane Stadium here for this opening match of the 2025 season. 11 home games for the Falcons this season.
Yeah, a couple of big ones coming up. Illinois hosting a Big Ten school coming up this Sunday, and a couple of weeks later hosting Cincinnati. What a beautiful night tonight. I don't think you could ask for better weather for the season opener.
Definitely not. You and I were here at that Buffalo game last season with the rain and the wind. We'll take any nights like we can get like this as while we can.
For sure.
Shapiro looking to go out wide for Haynes. That's Kane getting stuck in a challenge, and Wolf going all the way back to Lamparty.
Kane's all the way back towards the midfield, gets that takeaway, just putting the pressure on. I mean, Oakland's maybe not even a full minute on the ball. As I would watch, you just saw Taylor Green on the ball. What she does so well is she controls the pace of the game, and she sees those openings where Wingman has those open passes, because, you know, it all starts at the defense, and she going up to the midfield and Butera, that's a valuable connection. And then seeing those new forwards and how they like to make their runs, that's something that they're going to learn through our non-conference play. That's something you'll see them probably get into a better rhythm of it as we go throughout the game.
B-Rod earns a Grizzly throw-in on the far side. One of the few returning players from last season, Isabella B-Rod.
Sophomore out of Macomb, Michigan. You see a few transfers in the starting line for Oakland, but you also see a couple true freshmen for them. Billy Giddings, one of them, midfielder out of Broomfield, Colorado.
Former Mountaineer Lamparty into Sopralis. Going back to Green and Henry. Some things that are staying the same is you're seeing Butera, who usually plays that defensive mid position, dropping all the way back with the center backs to pick up the ball. Searles looking down the line for Mazzaferro, then cleared away there from Jenkins.
Yeah, they're playing three classic defenders with Butera playing a little bit more forward on the attack. So drop back to play the traditional right back on the defensive side.
Mazzaferro deflected off the corner flag, and Mazzaferro able to earn the first Bowling Green corner kick of the night.
Butera was typically the one who took corners last year, and it looks like it's going to be her taking them again. Butera had 2 goals on the season of them. A banger of a goal against Findlay earlier in the season, and then an Olympico against Kent State in what was a very windy afternoon at Kent State football stadium.
All-MAC second team selection last year. Butera will stand over this one. And swinger off for left foot. Looking for Lamparty. It's headed back in from Green and then dealt with from Oakland. Only as far as Wolf. We're trying to get that to Green. Good sliding challenge there from Anderson.
Wolf on the ball. Wolf, sneaky All-MAC freshman team member. Last year, we didn't talk about her a whole lot in the open. Fantastic, consistent defender there on the left back position tonight.
Yeah, can play 2 ways as well. We've seen her at left back, seen her at right back.
Yeah.
Her and Erdman were kind of the fullbacks last season. Now you're seeing Wolf earn that start again in her sophomore campaign, along with now Searles. Searles looking long for Poole. Will the flag stay down? It will. Poole. Almost a collision there with Wagner. Wagner elects to just cleared away for a BG throw-in.
Yeah, good choice by Weiger to come out and get that one. It was right at the edge of the box, so it was going to be a tough decision. Here comes Oakland going the other way.
Haynes looking in the middle. That's snuffed out well there from Lamparty, who is playing center back, but should also play in the midfield a little bit there, and you see an example right there.
Yeah, Lamparty and Green looks like the two center backs tonight. I'll be interested to see if there's one specific side they like to attack, especially as we get later on towards the second half. They end up finding a weakness in the defense, finding out a strength. Forward positions. Monteferro for the kick away.
It's interesting, Henry, because we talked about in the opening, while it wasn't a successful season last year for Oakland, one of the two games they had on the road that they got a result of some sort was right here at Cochrane Stadium.
Yeah, seven MAC opponents Oakland faced last season. They went 0-6-1, and that one draw was right here in Bowling Green, Ohio. Oakland, though, plays last place in the Horizon League last season, slated according to the Horizon League coaches preseason poll to improve a little bit. Predicted to finish 9th out of the 11 squads.
An improvement from last season, but also looking at an improvement in the standings. And we mentioned one of the two road wins they had, or at least road results, I should say, was here in BG. The only road win they had last year was against Green Bay in Horizon League play.
Yeah, second year head coach Devin Savocek. Second year is usually where, coaches can settle in, get a bit more control of their roster. They'll definitely be looking for an improvement.
Here's Shapiro going all the way back. Transfer from University of South Florida. There's Wolf getting stuck in a challenge. Kane there trying to double team, looking to play out. All the way out to Giddings and then go over the top, but headed away from Green. Couple of aimless clearances high in the air is going to find Serprillis trying to play out of danger, but she runs out of real estate.
A battle over there next to the scorer's table. Oakland prevails.
Poole coming back to win this one. Serprillis.
Next to Serprillis, sophomore midfielder, really shined along with Lauren Mahoney, our freshman teammate in the midfield last year. Mahoney, 2 goals in the debut. In her debut game against Detroit Mercy, that was the season opener last year, and a 3-1 win.
And Party looking long again, looking for Kane. She'll get on this one. Cuts it back to her right foot, finds, looking for Mazzafer in the middle. Back post for Sam, and the shot's gonna roll off the inside of the post.
So much open space there for Sam, just barely off the side of the goal. Didn't get another opportunity here.
Searle's trying to put it one back in. It was blocked and clear it from Jenkins. It looked like from this angle that one was going to just roll into the side netting and just ricochet off the inside the post.
Yeah, great chance, great look from Ella Kane, finding Sam there. Not really anyone covering the right side of the post.
Some pressure being provided from Giddings. Another transfer from Louisiana Lafayette.
I think you can see the defensive approach from Oakland early on, not playing too far forward. You see all the players bunched. Improving the defense here. The one great thing about this Bowling Green defense I think we saw last year is their ability to play on the ball. You're going to see a lot of that here, and their ability to create offensive chances for the forwards.
Well, they've gone long on this left-hand side a couple times with Kane and Poole. Proven to be successful.
Yeah, Ella Kane, junior transfer out of Louisville, played there her sophomore season, played at Kentucky freshman season. She's been very active on the ball so far in this one, number 13.
Throwing here far side, Wolf into Kane. Nicely controlled there from Shapiro, but then it's one back here from Wolf. Kane, an offside flag will go up.
And again, consistent offensive pressure from the Falcons early on. First penalty of the game for them.
Going back to that chance for Bowling Green, Henry, that shot that hit off the inside of the post. We talked about Mina Sam, one of the new starters for Bowling Green, first appearance, first start, missed the entire 2024 due to injury. Was a player that came out of the freshman class that Fox and Falcons were really excited for. It was unfortunate injury, kind of set her back a little bit.
Yeah, that first year ended up redshirting. I think her getting the start in this game shows how much confidence that Coach Fox has in her as a player. Pittsburgh native. It's in the Pittsburgh Riverhounds Academy. Peyton O'Malley on the ball earlier. The only returning goalie for the Falcons, Madison Vukas, transfers to North Alabama. And also signs Kendall Sears, freshman transfer out of Xavier. And Claire Landfried, the true freshman, who is likely going to be the third string for the Falcons.
Yep, Haley Lewis as well, transferring to Cleveland State. So you lose a couple goalies, but O'Malley won the starting spot down the end of last season, and seems to be awarded once again their vocal leader, nonetheless, in that back line.
Yeah, I think that true freshman experience as a goalkeeper is rare, and you have to take advantage of that opportunity and try to learn from it. And I think that experience that she got is going to make her a lot better going into this year and give her a lot more confidence.
Only just one preseason game for the Falcons, at least officially. That was Vanderbilt down in Nashville. And all of a sudden you blink and all of a sudden the 2025 season's upon you.
Yeah, unusual. They only played one preseason game, none at home this year. 2-1 loss in that preseason game.
Substitution coming in, Olivia Norton for Oakland. Mallory Anderson checking out. So the first change from either side in this one goes first to the Golden Grizzlies.
And change in the midfield. Norton junior transfer out of Middle Tennessee State, originally from Atlanta. You see a lot of Southern influence on this Oakland roster. Devin Sfochak, formerly assistant coach at Miami, Florida, assistant coach at North Florida, where he got his degree.
Looks like Fox is going to be making a substitution here in a moment being. Lily Babel coming on in for Haley Wolf, so a couple of sophomore like for like change. At least in the momentarily, Babel's still on the touchline. Was a Farrell trying to get that one. Sam comes crashing on the second ball and is going to roll it back out to Weiger.
Oakland with a stint of possession right now. They're going to be looking to get offensive possession rolling, but looks like it might not last very long. That's a Farrell putting the pressure on.
Shapiro. Was a Farrell getting a step in and is going to roll all the way back out to Leonard. And a giveaway once again in the middle, top of the box to Ellie Poole. Poole cuts it back on her right foot and was looking to return past the Kane and just off script there.
That was a good opportunity. The pass from Gvanther. I think she was looking for Bray Cole there in the middle of the field, but maybe didn't quite lead her. Or Cole didn't see the pass and then went right to Ellie Poole. That's going to be where a lot of the best opportunities are going to come for the Falcons, just working off of Oakland mistakes, especially in the Oakland defense.
Here's Norton Giddings looking to go back up to the right wing. Lamparty stepped in play, and a good team defending there as Wolf comes away with it. Pull return pass to Wolf was made the run and looking down the left side for Kane. As Jenkins on her back, Kane looks to go out back to Wolf. A recollect Pool, and top of the box, it's going to fall and then cleared away from Giventhor.
You can see how tightly they're playing forwards, especially as they get closer to the box. Seems like Ella Kane has one player tightly on her at all times and then another waiting in the shadows. Oakland managed to draw in this game last year despite 17 shots from Bowling Green. So I think we can expect offensive pressure regardless in this game.
Sam winning back the ball and looking to return to Poole, who made the run. And it's one back here from Oakland. Ray Cole back to Jenkins and then go all the way back. Haven't seen tons of passing alongside the back from Oakland so far this game. A lot of it's been within their midfield.
I like what they're doing here as that one fortunately goes out. I like what they were doing there. Trying to set up something going on in the midfield there. Just couldn't quite get the pass to happen.
So Babel finally in for Wolf. We saw Babel more as a winger last year. Now looks like she'll be at left back.
Yeah, that's interesting. Listed as a forward / midfielder. The roster looks like she's playing left back.
Sopralis looking to slide that through the cane. The late challenge referee says no ma'am, and it'll be a throw in. Here's Kane with some space. Kane with a physical battle there with Jenkins, and then a foul will be awarded to Oakland. And nice physical play there from Jenkins, for the true freshman from Richmond, Virginia, and able to earn a foul.
Yeah, Oakland likes to play physical, especially near the box. I think Kane was really trying to take control of the ball there and get maybe a chance. All it took was getting control and then taking a couple of dribbles, and she would have had a shot on goal. So just looking for possession, didn't quite get it there.
Throwing down the touchline. About 20 minutes plus play here in this first 45 minutes of action. Opening game of the season between BG and Oakland.
One of 4 Horizon League opponents for Bowling Green this year. Down Cleveland State next week, right here at Cochrane Stadium, and then play Detroit Mercy and Robert Morris on the road as well.
Butera in a battle there with Giddings. All the way back to Tuca. Right into Babel. We're going to get it to Sopralis, comes away with it. As Mazzaferro out wide right, elects to play her.
Only 1 shot so far for Bowling Green, none yet for Oakland. Seems like it's been a couple more than that to me, but hasn't quite gotten them that far quite yet.
Here's Kane again.
You're going to try to switch sides. Seen them go towards that left side, I think, a little bit more early on. As there they go again.
Over the top from Searles, able to find Ellie Poole. It's good defending initially from Oakland. Sam back in play here, Mazzaferro. She'll hook in the cross. Tuca first to it. And then Norton will deal away with it.
Oakland doing a very good job of closing out once the ball gets towards the box.
Poole winning a 50-50 ball, looking to play Kane. It'll fall out here to Mazzaferro. Cross inside the box, looking for a run of Poole. It's going to fall to Sam, top of the 18. Floated back inside the 6. Mazzaferro then cleared away from Jenkins.
A good look there that didn't end in a shot, but again, praise Oakland's ability to get the ball out when they need to. There's a lot of space out here on the left side.
Look how far up Lampard he is, and
yeah,
just overcooks that ball.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like there was space there, and then out comes Bray Cole to immediately close down.
Taking another look at that early chance for Bowling Green. Didn't result into a shot, but was a good run of play nonetheless.
Yeah, pull out to Mazzaferro here at the one-on-one. Chooses to send it back in. Just didn't quite end their way, but again, consistent chances in the box. Bowling Green hoping one of them will fall their way as we reached past the halfway point in the first half.
It's Babel, back to Kane. A little too physical in there with Haynes, and get a foul awarded to Oakland. See the BGSU men's soccer team here. They begin their season August 21st against IUND to start their 2025 campaign, a team that lost in the Missouri Valley Conference Championship game to Evansville, looking to come back with a vengeance here to support the women's team.
So very close to an MVC championship last year.
Here's Poole on the return pass. Babel going to the touchline, looking for Mazzaferro, and they'll say the ball just went out of play. Goal kick.
Another good look there from the Falcons. Babel, sophomore out of Medina, Ohio, attended Medina High School. Babel scored in that big Kent State game, 4-2 loss. That was her first collegiate goal.
Kimmy Leo, Brooke Blackstock into the game for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, and a couple of subs in for the Falcons. Michelle Hochstadt into the game. I do believe Emma Stransky was the other sub to come in as well.
And two veteran subs, two of the juniors. Hochstadt, 30-year playing under Coach Fox, transfer from Morehead State. It's crucial in the midfield last season. Emma Stransky started every game for the Falcons last year, didn't get to start today. She's the leading scorer from last year out of the returning players.
Stransky was an all-MAC freshman team nominee back in 2023. Searles won the foul there. As Kimmy Liu there with some early piece of action. Just coming into the game, Leo, also one of the 10 returning players for Oakland, sophomore from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, interesting. You know, a lot of times when you have a team that has a lot of new players, they tend to struggle a bit in the early regular season, just as players start to, you know, get used to the system and used to the new roster that they're playing in. It seems like it's been pretty smooth sailing for Oakland so far, and this one haven't given up a goal just yet.
Definitely the best chance for the game for either team was that Mina Sam shot that hit off the inside of the post. Being throw-in coming up here for Bowling Green. Long throw from Searles, all the way out to Sopralis, top of the 18. On her favorable left foot, likes to go all the way out wide left. Here to Babel. Babel, she'll cook it across, takes a deflection, and Lager does well there to cover that up.
I mean, good defense again from Oakland. Bowling Green just trying to find space wherever they can get it, and they're having some trouble finding it here, especially on the set pieces. The throw-ins haven't been very successful for them early on. This is a lot what we saw from Oakland last year, just shutting down Bowling Green once they got towards the box, not really caring about possession too much.
Yeah, if I do recall, Oakland did a really good job soaking up pressure from the Falcons.
Yeah.
With all the chances they had, like you mentioned earlier on our broadcast. Throwing coming up once again here for BG. 9th all-time meeting between these two programs. 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws for a Bowling Green standpoint. Leonard. All the way back to Cole. Cole giving it to Tuca. Stransky, they're providing some pressure, but Oakland having a spell possession of their own. Nicely won there from Lamparty, and a little spin move there to get out of danger.
Yeah, great takeaway. And veteran presence, Lamparty played nearly every game for WVU last season. She's going to be a huge presence in the midfield, I think. Midfield and defense throughout the season.
Lamparty looking to go down the line to Poole. Just a bit far.
Blue and Green sporting their new orange kits that they debuted this season. I think it might be their typical home kit.
How do you like them?
I think I do like them. I like the script on the front. I always like script jerseys. Of course, they wore the white at home last year.
There's Emma Stransky there earning a foul off the misplay out of the back there from Oakland.
Stransky showing energy, trying to get the offense back into this game. This is going to be a big opportunity for the Falcons. See if they can make the set piece work. This is a dangerous spot for a free kick. That's what it looks like. That's what it's going to be. Oakland putting up the wall right now. See 3 players locking arms.
Well, it looks like you have 3, it was 4, but now 3 Falcons tending over the ball. Butera, Stransky, and I can't see who that last one is.
It's Pralis.
Pralis, yeah. So those are all your really 3 set piece takers on the team. Or at least were last season.
Watch Taylor Green back end of the goalpost. Tall player looking to get a header. Might go towards her. Lamparty over there as well. It's going to be Butera to take it.
Left foot of Pralis and the right foot of Butera over this one. Indeed, it will be Butera floating it to the back post, looking for Green, and she got in the end on that one and just put it over the bar.
You know, they did end up going for Green there on the backside of the free kick. Got the ball, I think, right where she wanted it. Just don't get the bounce. Let's take another look at that again. So the free kick coming in from Butera, I would say, right where she was aiming at.
And I don't know how much the sun played a factor in that chance with that one, because you saw Butera there was kind of shielding her eyes on that ball. So I wonder if Weiger had any bit of difficulty trying to see that ball there.
Yeah, looking right into the sun pretty much from that angle. I mean, I think they got the ball where they wanted it there, just a bit of a bad bounce for Green.
There's Liu picking up the pass from Lamparty. Feeds it through Shapiro. He's looking long. And it breaks up into the foot of O'Malley, who has not had a ton to do.
Winding down 13 minutes now left in the first half. And on the ball, you're going to choose to send it towards the left side again.
Long ball to the top here is going to find Poole. She'll get cut back on her favorable right foot. Gets it out here to Babel. Cooks in across, looking back stick. It's put it back in play and swatted away from Weiger. Poole trying to pick up the pieces. And Jenkins with a goal line clearance.
I really like the quick short passes to get Babel the opportunity to send that one into the box. Finally found some open space there with Monteferro and Stransky down there. Another great opportunity. Springer will take possession again and try to send it back that way.
Here's Hochstadt. We got 7 subs coming up here, 4 for BG, 3 for Oakland. Here in a moment's notice, Kane. Likes to dribble inside, out to Sturles, hooks in a good cross. It's missed hit, and then it was going to find to the back post of Poole. I believe he might get Poole here for a foul.
Either Poole or was offside, possibly Stransky.
That chance there, like you mentioned, Harry, just nice quick passing there from Bowling Green to create some danger. Then you had Poole kind of crashing there on that loose ball, try to put something on target, but a nice sprawling save there from Weiger.
That's what it's going to take, is making quick decisions, making short passes, and you know, because Oakland's playing pretty much man-to-man down there once they get towards the box, so just about trying to separate, you know, get yourself as much space as you can from all those subs.
Isabel B-Rod, also number 28.
Take a look at that chance that we're mentioning there with Bowling Green and take a Stuart Henry.
Yeah, Poole finds Abel down here. She's going to send it in the box. Pretty good cross, but try to cross it again back towards the middle of the goal.
It was
again
smart there from Kane to play that back across goal. So many times
yeah.
you see players trying to take a shot at that close angle and nothing comes of it.
Yeah.
Also number 11, Quinn O'Neill, and for number 10, Alexis.
So it looks like we have a couple of players coming in, to say the least, for Bowling Green. Lexi White, one of the ones for Bowling Green, Lizzie Boltnick, and as well Quinn O'Neill, making her Falcon debut as well.
And Quinn O'Neill, the forward out of Naperville, Illinois, Waubonsee Valley High School.
Some great defending there from Taylor Green. Looks like Evie Underhill was also the fourth and final sub. So you got Underhill, White, O'Neill, and Boltnick all in for the Falcons. And Dakota Jarrett also came in for Oakland.
Looks like O'Neill kind of playing that midfield role. See Lexi White over here at the right wing.
No, picking it off, and Butera there takes a hard foul. Sidikan came in for the Grizzlies. And the final one, Shannon Brown, was also in for Oakland. So I think I got all 7. People can look back and grade me later, but I think I got all 7.
Yeah, pretty close. Shannon Brown, another one of those returners. Sidikan, grad student transfer. His first at Arizona, then head over to Long Beach State. Now here at Oakland for her final year.
So just under 10 minutes left to play here in the first half, and Bowling Green 0-0 is the score. A familiar score from last September when these two sides met. Here's Boltnick. Does well to control, and that gets it into Hochstadt. And Hochstadt takes a long-range shot that goes over the bar.
Yeah, a lot of space in front of her. I would have liked to see her maybe take a touch one or the other way. Lexi White had some space there at the right wing. Let's take a look at the foul. That was for Butera. Here's Ella Kane. This was on the attack earlier.
Best chance of the night, I would say, for Nina Sam.
Yeah, right in front of the goal.
Here's Hochstadt. Stransky into Lexi White inside the box. Oh, and the left-footed shot rolls right into the gloves of Marin Weiger.
Great chance. Michelle Hochstadt making that happen. Getting that ball right into the box, finding the space. Good play by Marin Weiger. I would say she's the confident there in the goal. A lot of pressure, a lot of chances for Bowling Green, and she's stayed strong so far.
First collegiate start for her after not playing 2 seasons at Mercer, like you mentioned. And here's O'Neill, the true freshman. We're looking to find Boltnick just a bit too strong. Weiger made that spectacular save there on that play where Kane redirected across goal. Been the star for the Golden Grizzlies this first half.
That's what it takes, and goalkeepers can provide, so much energy, especially when they're playing well. Had a shot into the rest of the team.
Jenkins has been very impressive as well. Number 16 there for Oakland in the back. Been super physical, true freshman, as well as she hasn't looked a step off at all. Here's O'Neill now, inside top of the midfield with a lot of space and a lot of speed. Out to Boltnick on the right, and the shot is blocked from Tuca.
What a look. Fantastic close at Mia Tuca last second. Boltnick right in front of the goal. Quinn O'Neill, great job finding the space and getting forward. Listed as a forward on the roster, playing a bit of an attacking midfield spot right now. Yeah, you see the speed there. We'll take another look at that one. O'Neill and the true freshman. And look at that pass. Fantastic pass to Boltnick, but a little bit of a better closeout by Tuca.
And swinging ball here for Butera, floated high, and a crowd of bodies of orange and white jerseys floated back in play. Stransky chested down, and a foul's going to be called inside the scrum.
And a couple bodies down. Looked like Lamparty was down there. Boltnick had a great chance on goal, though she may have been offside as well.
I think you're seeing a lot of subs, one because early in the season, but also, two, Fox just likes to see what he's got there, experiment a little bit, still early in the season, just only the first game.
Yeah, you see this from pretty much every team early in the season. He's not afraid to play the true freshman, neither is Oakland.
Here's Hochstadt looking for the run of White there, and Wagner confidently off our line to collect.
Lexi White, junior, out of Lewis Center, Ohio, attended Olentangy High School down there in Columbus.
Teammate of Audrey Oliver.
Teammate of Audrey Oliver, yeah.
Here's Butera in a very physical matchup there in the midfield there with Siddiquen. And it'll be a foul be awarded to the Golden Grizzlies. Maybe turn this into a set-piece opportunity here.
Yeah, this is a good chance for Oakland. Like it's going to be Cole taking it.
University of Mexico, Washington player, 2 seasons at Washington, 16 matches. Colorado native.
They're one of these transfers for Oakland. These players you haven't seen a lot of coming in the game.
On the left foot of Cole there, swinging to the back post. The header down on goal, and a nice save covered up there from O'Malley. That was Mia Tuca who got on the end of that set piece.
That was a great pass for the set piece by Cole. It got right in the area. Tuca had the first opportunity for Oakland all night.
Pass in the Boltnick. Jenkins there covers up Hochstadt. Coming in to get it now. Here's O'Neal, and that pass just offline. And I play for a BG thrown under 5 minutes to play here.
They're going to go fast. Underhill taking the throw and going to go back to her. It's going to go the other way. Underhill, one of those sophomores, another transfer as well. Take another look. The shot on goal. Yeah, again, Cole with the great free kick, and Tuca got the space. A good save by Peyton O'Malley, her first action of the game.
Underhill, one of the 5 transfers Fox brought in.
Yep.
Getting some minutes here off the bench in First Earls.
Yeah, she was the leading scorer as a defender for St. Bonaventure last season. One of those players coming from London, England. Been in the Tottenham Hotspur Academy. Also got 2 caps for the Ireland U19 squad.
Pretty impressive resume for a young player like Underhill. Here's Norton and the Golden Grizzlies here on the chance. Ooh, enough. Wow. I was able to find Liu in the midfield, in the middle, I should say. It goes right into the hands of O'Malley, and I hear the Falcons looking to break.
Trying to take advantage of the numbers difference, but nothing really there. It's going to fly back into the midfield. Energy has really picked up here past 10 minutes or so to end this first half. Maybe might set the tone for second half.
And you're seeing it with the plethora of players as well. It's not the same 11 at all. It's been mostly a change midfield and front line, at least for Bowling Green perspective, besides the 2 center backs, Lamparty, Green, and Butera in the middle, holding middle. Grizzlies trying to find their groove a little bit here. Here's Norton taking on a shot that goes to the roof of the net.
Yeah, that's the bonus of having one of the, the sub rule where you can sub in as much as you want. You can provide energy off the bench whenever you need it from whoever can give it to you. We've seen different players for Oakland do that, and they've gotten these 2 shots here lately.
Some pressure being provided here from Oakland. Had 3 pressuring there. Butera, loose pass in the middle. It's picked up here from Oakland. And the shot on frame will go right to the hands of O'Malley. That one was struck there from Dakota Jarrett. Uncharacteristic giveaway we saw there from Butera.
Yeah, Scott sent right in the hands of Oakland. O'Malley forced into action once again.
Here's White flicking this one up. Stransky trying to run on that one. Tuca goes down. No foul called, and we'll see what the decision is. Corner kick coming up for Bowling Green here with under 2 minutes to play.
Maybe the last opportunity of the half for the Falcons. Looks like it might be Taylor Green taking it that side of the field.
Corner kick, Bowling Green.
It's going to be Hochstadt, I think, instead.
Second season with Bowling Green Hochstadt. Moorhead State transfers. Came with Chris Fox.
Yep.
Indeed, it will be her. Float to the back post, and it flew through a bunch of bodies. It's going to stay with green. Let's go out to Boltnick, and it's picked off here from Oakland. And here comes Shannon Brown the other way. Lee Yu. And Grizzlies had numbers. They elected to go up. See, in his instance there, Henry, you had numbers going up there, but maybe a pass or two negative. Elected to go back and gave Bowling Green some time to get numbers back.
Yeah, Bowling Green really trying to work the numbers game a little bit on those two separate chances. Doesn't quite work their way. You got to play the momentum, right? Play it as you see it.
Here's Sidikun in the back. Ball was looking for the run of Brown, so it looks like, Henry with 30 seconds down and counting, that this one's going to end how last season's meeting ended with 0-0 at halftime.
Yeah, I've been impressed with the energy from especially Oakland here later in the second half, kind of taking advantage of a couple Bowling Green mistakes. That one looks like it's going to be recovered by Weiger. I think they'll be happy with this first half that they saw from the Golden Grizzlies. A lot of energy and on both sides of the ball, especially the defense playing very well. You mentioned Maren Weiger and the performance that she's had.
I think you're also seeing, like you mentioned, the energy being picked up, but also the chances. Chances have been better for Bowling Green than they were last time these two sides met. We'll take a quick break here at halftime, and we'll come back with our halftime report and some updates from around the Mid-American Conference and some of the other non-conference games here, okay, where you're listening to Bowling Green Falcons taking on Oakland Golden Grizzlies here on WBGU PBS. Scoreline is 0-0.
At Bowling Green State University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
a bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree. Secure your future at BGSU.
This is Steve Kendall, host of The Journal on WBGU PBS. Join me every Thursday night at 8. We'll be joined by experts and newsmakers as we discuss issues that are important to you and your community. That's The Journal, Thursday night at 8 on WBGU PBS.
Lake Erie is a dangerous lake. Storms come up like that.
In the old days, it was very easy to pick out where the lights were. That's all that was lit up along the shoreline.
These keepers, what they went through just to keep a light burning, it was a rough life.
We want to preserve history, and that's what it's about, preserving the history.
September 11th on WBGU PBS.
Ready for an adventure? Join the WBGU Lighthouse Hunt. Download the Goose Chase app, solve riddles, snap pics, and earn points. Score 3,000 points and you'll win a Keep the Light On sticker. Join now to test your lighthouse knowledge and shine a light on your local history. Only with WBGU PBS.
Halftime here from Cochrane Stadium. Bowling Green and Oakland knotted at zeros. Here, Lucas Kleinmeyer alongside Henry Costco here on WBGU PBS. Similar scoreline that it was back in 2024. Henry, your thoughts on the first 45?
Yeah, I was impressed with both teams. I think Oakland showing relentless defense, really playing a lot of pressure there towards the box. And towards the end of the first half, they got a few good chances. You saw 4 shots from them. I think all of them coming maybe in the last 15 minutes or so. Bowling Green with 7 as well, but I think we saw some players that really stood out to us from both sides.
And I think obviously the big chance in that first half was Mina Sam's shot that hit off the post, but also that couple good plays there from Ella Kane down the right flank and left flank. Ellie Poole as well, that caused Myron Wiger to make a couple of good saves.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Kane and Sam maybe come in to provide some energy here in the second half for the Falcons, as we're going to take a look at some of the highlights throughout the first half. Also some good looks from Quinn O'Neill there, as there's passing. This is for Sam right in front of the goal and just maybe off of the side of the foot a little too much. Here's maybe the first good chance for Oakland. Yeah, that's a foul there.
It was physical. The physicality did pick up a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, I would say so. And there's a cross from Babel looking for Kane, and the wild save by Wiger.
I mean, definitely the most acrobatic action she had to do in that first 45, and it was a really smart play there from Kane to not just put that one on frame and either blast over the bar.
It was a hard foul on Butera earlier, and then the chance for Lexi White right in front of the goal. That one doesn't convert, and another great chance right here for Boltnick, but a great deflection there.
Really like
Tuca.
What you saw a little bit there with Quinn O'Neill with her speed in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the true freshman. I mean, listed as a forward playing the attacking midfield position, and we saw a lot of opportunity to take on the open space and get the ball forward, which is what you want to see in those midfielders. But Oakland with a couple great chances as well. We saw, mentioned Mia Tuca, but Bray Cole with this fantastic free kick in and got the ball to O'Malley. That was one of the first chances he had to touch the ball all day. Another great chance there towards the end of the first half for Oakland.
Oakland did a really good job finding their groove towards the end of that first 45, and like you mentioned, O'Malley made a couple of good saves. And unfortunately, BG just couldn't find the opening goal in the first half, but it does seem like there may be a goal or two in this one.
Yeah, I think with the energy that we've seen, it's really been it's been good for them, and they're going to look for another goal in the second half.
Absolutely indeed. When we come back, we'll have second half action right here at Cochrane Stadium for the opening match of the 2025 women's soccer season between Bowling Green and Oakland, and it's coming up here on WBGU PBS.
At Bowling Green State University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
Ready to start second
Bold
half
approach
action
to
here at
engineering.
Cochrane Stadium between the Falcons
At
and the
Bowling
Golden
Green State
Grizzlies.
University.
0-0 was your score, so 45 minutes left to play to see if we can have a winner, or this will result into another draw. And back-to-back years, Lucas Kleinmeyer alongside Henry Koska with you right here on WBGU PBS.
I mean, we mentioned, I think both in halftime and at the end of the first half, the energy was really ramping up. Oakland was getting a couple offensive chances, and we were seeing a bit of back and forth ball between BG and the Golden Grizzlies. So I think maybe we'll be seeing that momentum continue into the second half. As we're going to take a look at the upcoming schedule for Bowling Green. Taking on Illinois. That's going to be a big game hosted at Cochrane Stadium. That's a Big Ten team coming to Bowling Green, Lucas.
Huge game. You know, Cleveland State 3-game homestand to open up the season, which is huge. You know, you got out Detroit Mercy, then, you know, Cincinnati coming in, so that's another big test, not Robert Morris. I still think it's a favorable non-conference schedule. I think it's really good that they have all these home games, especially to start the season when it's one early, but also when it's warm out as well.
Yeah, I think that Cincinnati game is going to be a lot of fun with the fans showing up. There is the Oakland upcoming schedule, hosting Valparaiso and Mercyhurst, and then on the road at Toledo, and then hosting OU, and then on the road at Notre Dame. That's going to be a tough one. Notre Dame up 1-0 on Western Michigan right now.
OU's picked pretty high there in the MAC coaches poll earlier this week. And Toledo is always a tough out as well, and Bowling Green, so a couple of Horizon League teams for BG, a couple of MAC teams for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. You know, you take some, we take some. You know, we're all sharing here.
Yeah, OU, Western Michigan, of course, the classic favorites. UMass is going to be one of those teams that you're going to have to watch this year, coming over from the Atlantic 10. They made the Atlantic 10 final in 2024.
Underway here. Second half action is kicked off from Isabella B-Rod. It appears it is mostly the same starting lineup that Bowling Green had. Mia Gatz, freshman, again to start here to start the second half there on the left back. So her first appearance.
Another true freshman out of Fishers, Indiana, Guerin Catholic High School. Great to see the true freshmen getting looks here early in the season. I like to see coaches giving them opportunities to just see what they have, especially against Horizon League opponents in non-conference games.
Emma Stransky is the other one that came off the bench. She's starting at the number 9 position. You have Kay on the left, Mazafaro on the right. Sam Buterra supposed to the same midfield three for the orange and brown.
Seems like Mia Gatz is recognizable over there wearing the leg brace. Is Oakland going to have set piece? They're going to have maybe a look at an early offensive opportunity.
Kimmy Liu was one of the changes for Oakland coming out of the halftime locker room speech.
Liu had a couple of great chances for Oakland in the first half, one of their more active players on the offensive side of the ball. Anuhea Aluli coming in for Oakland over there at the forward position. Hawaii native, redshirt junior forward.
Nice piece of skill there from Cole. Got to play for a Golden Grizzly throw-in. Stransky working her way all the way back defensively to win back the ball. Now looking to spray suppress, looking to give out to the true freshman and Gatz. As well to bring it down there and just runs out of room there on the touchline.
Yeah, made her run all the way down the field. Maybe ran out of energy a little bit towards the end. That was Allie Leonard guarding her, the forward grad student out of Butler.
Fishers, Indiana native for Gatz. All-state third team last season. Here's Searles. Out wide right to Mazafaro. Cooks in across with the right, and Wagner off her line there to collect.
And savvy play by Wagner coming out to get that cross. You're going to have to break down the Oakland defense, have to find some chances however they can. I think most of the chances, the good chances that they got came as a result of short passes and creating open space.
Stransky with the foul there.
Yeah, kind of ran over Grace Harvey there, the grad student transfer from Delaware.
Butera, now here's Gatz.
Nice footwork by Butera. Just so confident on the ball as a defensive midfielder.
Mazzaferro looking to spur the run of Sam, and it's well read there from Jenkins. Throw into Butera. And that little bit of pressure there from Oakland was able just to force Butera off her balance and turn over and the ball went back there for Oakland.
Oakland marking Bowling Green players and really staying close whenever they get close to the ball. Putting a lot of pressure here early.
Here's Green. Liu steps over Butera to win it. Aluli. Still trying to step in that pass on Liu. It's still with Oakland. And then Party able to deal away with it.
I like that pressure by Searles. Was able to kind of guard both players attacking on that side and force Bowling Green turnover. They're going to go the other way.
Here's Kane. You got Gatz making a run outside of your screen there all the way up, but it's a Bowling Green throw-in coming up.
Mentioned Kane and Sam, two high-energy players who had a couple of good chances in the first half. Now getting another opportunity in the second half.
Searles finds Butera in the middle, looking to spare the run of Gatz, and Wagner again off the line well.
Great recognition to come up and get that one. Searles is in the right position.
Here's Norn, and this pass is going to spray an onside Golden Grizzly. Into the box, Searles with a great sliding challenge there to take that away from Isabella B-Rod.
What a tackle by Jana Searles. Aggressive, but precise, right on the ball. That's textbook right there, how you do that on Isabella B-Rod.
It's just a great recovery run there, and it was a risky challenge, but she got all ball and was able to win that one back. Mentioned that was her first collegiate start this evening. Mason, Ohio native, played at Cincinnati United Premier. Helped the Mason Comets to 3 GMC titles in 3 of her 4 years. Give and go there for Oakland, just offline too strong, and now play for a goal kick.
Oakland has been very successful on the long-range chances. We saw that ball over to B-Rod was a great pass from the midfield, just taking advantage of maybe Bowling Green moving a little too far forward.
Looks like O'Malley plays short here, just to Green, as 2 Golden Grizzlies up top of the 18 will go out wide to Searles. Long switch looking for his transfer. Is one in the air from Jenkins. It's going to fall to Mazzaferro. Here's Mazzaferro with some speed and some room. Mazzaferro to the byline, crossing the box, takes a deflection across the face of goal, and it's tucked home. It's Ella Kane, her first goal in orange and brown colors.
Ella Kane, right place, right time. Finds that one right off the cross, right next to the post. Falcons wave the flag. First goal of the 2025 season. Off the foot of number 13, transfer from Louisville. Here's Mazzaferro on the breakaway. Perfect time. Perfect timing on the cross, and what a cross, finding Kane right at the post. That is exactly how you do it. Mazzaferro, connection, the 2 transfers on the goal connection.
Right across the mouth of goal, where it was an uncomfortable position from Wagner, and it's the 2 transfers linking up there. Henry Macomb, Michigan native. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, played Louisville, Kentucky, and her mother actually played soccer at Oakland University, so her daughter, Ella Kane, scoring the goal here against Oakland. It's storybook in itself.
Yeah, that's a great way to start off the season for the Falcons in terms of scoring. Sometimes it takes the transfers a little bit to get going, you know, when you're on a new team. And Mazzaferro and Kane, we've talked about the energy they provided on the offense and capitalized there on that chance. The Falcons, we'll see if they'll maybe start playing a little bit more defensive and just try to hold the ball, or they'll try to attack and go for that second goal.
We'll see how the Golden Grizzlies elect to respond and see if they like to put more numbers up. Searles looking for a pass. It goes right into the feet of Jenkins, and now here come Oakland once more. Here's B-Rod. Liu. Nice positioning there from Sopralis. Here's Mazzaferro again. With some space on this right-hand flank. Getting around Harvey. Mazzaferro crossed into the box. Not cleared. Sam. Shot takes a weird deflection. It's still not cleared from Oakland. Mazzaferro picks it up. Some miscommunication there in the back from Oakland. Utera hooks in the cross, looking for Stransky, just a little too far. Going to fall to King on the back post again, and then into the hands of Weiger.
Well, the energy's back in the Falcon offense. The energy's back in the crowd. You hadn't heard much of them in the first half, and they are making noise after the Falcons score. I'm sure that comes as a sigh of relief for Bowling Green fans and Bowling Green squad. Get that first goal on the board.
Searles back into Butere, one-touch pass inside the pocket to Sam, and looking for Mazzaferro to see if she can keep this one in play. She can. Gets around Harvey once again. Mazzaferro, top of the box, looking for Sopralis. Nicely dealt away there from Oakland.
Oakland going to try the counterattack, but Mazzaferro getting a couple more great chances there on the right side.
Haluli looking for Leonard, who had that breakup. But Norton is halted there from Sam.
Now, this is where the veteran presence, the Bowling Green defense really comes into play, not letting Oakland get getaway chances, easy looks. Just play the safe pass, take the safe look, do what you need to do.
Utera getting stuck in a 50-50 there, now out wide right. Corner kick coming up here for Kimi Liu and the Golden Grizzlies.
Interesting opportunity here for the set piece. Again, watch the 14 Miatuka back there, back by the close post to us.
Our Rising League all-freshman team a couple seasons ago for Leo. This cross into the box, and it's dealt with there from Searles. Out to Mazzaferro, hold up play, nice back heel to find Ella Kane. We've got some open room.
Falcons might have some numbers here. Sounds good play, yeah.
It's poked away, now Sam Sopralis. Mazzaferro again. All the way out to Butere, Lamparty, moving all the way up past the midfield line. Good pass to Gatz. Gatz cross takes a deflection into the hands of Weiger.
I was trying to get that one a little bit further past the goal. The deflection definitely helped in Oakland's favor there.
See, Ella Kane's got her hands on her hips there a little bit. She's had quite a few long busting runs there a couple of times in the first half and the second half. That's how she scored that goal there, just finishing on the back post there off that Mazzaferro cross.
Yeah, they really like that connection, not just between Kane Monteferro, but also we've seen Gatz get into it also on that on the close side of Kane.
Here's Kane. Stransky trying to hold herself on side. Kane takes it herself and has a whole lot of speed and a whole lot of room. And a great tackle there from Harvey. There was the last defender.
Kane takes another tumble. It's kind of an unfortunate situation for a clean tackle, but just toppled over the player in front of her. And I think we talk about how that goal happened. I think you can attribute it to the energy BG is providing, just attacking on all sides. You know, they're not just continually going back to one player to try to force that goal in. They're taking their time and they're working all around the field, trusting all of the players on the field at one time.
How about Buter with the open space, looking for Stransky. It's punched away from Wagner. And there's no-look clearance. Goes right to the foot of Sam.
Wagner with another good save. Bowling Green unrelenting.
Buter once again wide right. This one's going to break from Mazzaferro inside the box. Mazzaferro takes her touch, put it across the face of the goal, and it goes right into the hands of Wagner. She had two orange shirts there, right outside the top of the 6-yard box there. Just couldn't find them.
Yeah, maybe a couple of feet away from that one getting to the foot of Emma Stransky and getting that one into the back of the net. And that close defensive pressure from Oakland as here's the cross for Mazzaferro. Takes the extra touch to get the look, and it's not quite there for Stransky. Great coverage from the Oakland defense.
Yes, Prelis and Kane were there unmarked. But Mazzaferro's had a whole bunch of opportunities down that right-hand flank.
A bunch, yeah.
Off of Kane there, throwing coming up. That was a clearance from Bella Haynes. Substitution coming in for the Golden Grizzlies, Olivia Norton. We'll check out Shannon Brown, senior from Sylvania, Ohio, so not too far up the road. We'll check back in.
Senior from Sylvania, Ohio. Been at Oakland all 4 years. Senior.
One of the few leaders on this team returning from last year with all the new transfers they've had.
Yeah, those leaders are important to this team. Even though it's only the second year under Coach Devin Savoshak, those returning players are important to any team. Oakland trying to make one more push to get this attack going, trying to get that game-tying goal.
Oakland trying to play out of this Bowling Green press.
And pressing all the way into the Oakland box. You know how far forward the strikers are.
Pass finds Kimmy Lou in the midfield. Oakland able to deal with it. This pass off of Searles. It's being chased down from Brown, and Searles was really well there.
I gotta say, I've been impressed with Jana Searles in her first start as a Falcon after sitting out 2024 after playing 2 years in 2022 and 2023 under Jimmy Walker. Had a lot of highlight plays, had that tackle in the box to save what could have potentially been an Oakland goal. Had unrelenting pressure there.
And it's a position change for her as well. She was more of a holding mid or a box-to-box mid.
Yeah.
And now she's playing out in the right back spot, so it's seeing her adapt to a new position and adapt well.
Yeah, that's what you always like to see, especially when a player sits out a year. Sometimes they can, you can take a step back and reassess, okay, how can these strengths of this player help my team as a head coach.
Brooke Blackstock will come in. Kimmy Liu will check out. Dakota Jarrett will come back into the game as well. Lamparty to Gatz. And another thing we were wondering, Henry, was who's going to partner Taylor Green there in the back line. And it seems to be opening match. It's going to be Lamparty.
Yeah, Lamparty playing, I believe, every minute today. Her and Green there in the two center back positions. We mentioned Glenn Green missing Isabella Gilmore after she graduated and moved on to play professionally in Iceland, along with midfielder Lexi Zerwin, who also graduated, and the player had to step into that role.
Buteras crossed into the box, not dealt with clean from Oakland, now eventually clears away. And not only that, Henry, but replacing someone like Gilmore, what she meant on and off the field was no easy task. And you're seeing Taylor Green take up the captain's armband there, and now you're seeing Lamparty trying to be her partner in crime there as the two holding center backs.
Yeah, getting Lamparty from WVU after all the experience that she's gained there is great for the Falcons, just in terms of solid body that she can provide there at the center back position.
Here's Gatz. Working away here down to the touchline. Taking on two Oakland Golden Grizzlies. They both kind of bundle into each other. It still remains with Bowling Green. Here's Kane moving inside the box. Takes a touch on her foot, looking to play outside the top of the 18 to Sopralis. And it's a mishit clearance all the way to the top of the box, and then just finally dealt with there from Blackstock.
Yeah, messy play. That could have gone poorly from Oakland. Good job closing out on Kane there. Whenever Kane gets the ball, it seems like the game kind of speeds up a little bit because of her speed that she uses on the ball. Very dangerous.
Nice pass from Searles Mazzaferro, again using her speed to the back line here. That cross takes a deflection off Jenkins and then cleared away.
The Falcons not content with one goal. They're definitely looking to get the second. Put this game out of reach for the Golden Grizzlies.
Prayless to Kane. We'll just go right back to Gatz. How about Gatz in her first minutes as a collegiate soccer player, showing no fear of pushing all the way up at times as well, and is very far up advanced in the field.
Yeah, I've been impressed with her playing the bit of a left back position there. Indiana All-State third team in high school. Made the Central Indiana Super Team and was also a 2023 state champ. Played on the Indy 11 Pro Academy.
Touch inside. Here's Kane with the right foot. Oh, Kane going to take a strike there, and that one just wide of goal.
Another good chance there from Ella Kane. The Falcons just dominating possession here last 10 minutes or so. We got some more subs coming in.
Triple subs coming in. Lily Babel in for Nia Gatz. Emily Holler checking in for her first minutes at 2025 for Emma Stransky. Ellie Poole's back in as well. So you got Gatz, the goal scorer Kane, and Stransky coming out. So Poole goes to the left wing. You have Holler up at the number 9 position, and then you have Babel sitting back in the left back spot. So some early pressure.
Mentioned Emily Holler coming into this game senior, the only senior on this roster for the Falcons.
Golden Grizzlies with a little bit of passing. It's broken up once again from Bowling Green, but some pressure being provided. Green as well to win that throw in there on that near side. Prayless the Pool now all the way out to Sam. And you mentioned, Henry, they have not let their foot off the gas since scoring that opening goal. Still looking for that second. Sam over the top here to Pool. Turn pass to Babel. Left foot across there, and that one just off the mark.
Good idea from Babel. We got another sub coming in for Oakland. That's going to be Dakota Jarrett coming in for Anuhea Luli. Jarrett, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Ole Miss, native of Queen Creek, Arizona. Going back to Ellie Poole, grad student, only grad student on this roster, missed 2024, first year under Chris Fox. Due to injury, it was a question whether she'd return. She decided, well, give it one more shot. I've seen her valuable minutes here in this game.
A little bit of pressure there. O'Malley clears that one away. Oakland throw one coming up.
If Oakland's going to want a chance at scoring that equalizer, they just have to play a little bit quicker. Once they get the offense down towards the Bowling Green half, they're taking their time a lot and trying to point out the right pass, and they just need that opportunity that allows them to get that quick chance and get those couple of quick passes that get them towards the goal. Green very stout in terms of ball control and takeaways. Have to keep the ball away from the feet of the Bowling Green defense.
Green long ball up, able to find Emily Holler, and Holler trying to pull through. Go all the way back here to Weiger. Just been hearing a lot there from the men's soccer program here at Bowling Green a couple of times tonight. From the Cochrane Crazies, I guess the new official name of the supporters section here at Cochrane Stadium. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like that. That's going to be interesting once the students show up here. It's only about 10 days until classes start here at BGSU.
Miss clearance, able to find Babel. Nice cross, looking for Poole, and she gets her head on it to add the second goal for Bowling Green. Ellie Poole returns. Oh, offside flag is up. I got really happy there for her.
And got the chances, got the emotions high for Ellie Poole. That would have been a huge moment for her. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit too much space to believe it for Poole. So got an injured Oakland Golden Grizzly.
It's a great cross there from Babel, and Poole got her head on it just maybe a yard or two offside.
It would have been her first goal, of course, since 2023. So we'll take another look. Cross comes in from Babel, and I mean, great cross, just maybe a foot or two too far forward.
I think she was just offside there by a couple good margins there.
It can be tough to tell when there's not a defender around you because there wasn't really anyone she was looking at. It's a pretty good crowd here tonight for the women's soccer home opener. Beautiful night to come out and watch a soccer game.
I'll remember nights like these when it's October and it,
of course,
gets really cold and falls in the air. And then all of a sudden, before you know, winter arrives and it's pretty cold.
It's one thing you don't miss when summer comes around here in Bowling Green is the 30-mile-an-hour wind chill.
So it looks like we have a couple of Golden Grizzlies off your screen that are down. One due to cramps, one maybe a couple knock. Yeah, Bella Haynes down. As Chris Fox takes this moment there to talk to his team, it was Bella Haynes, and then you see there that was Bray Cole, who's helped back up to her feet.
It's tough for the transfer from New Mexico. He's played a great game so far.
So we got 21 minutes left and some change, Henry. Bowling Green's got a 1-0 lead. How would you assess this opening match so far from a Bowling Green perspective?
Well, I'd say they came out slow a little bit in the first half, but that's as you might expect for a team coming into their first game of the season. But they really kind of played into the game well. We saw a lot more energy towards the end of the first half, and they picked it up in the second half. And after that first goal, it's really kind of solidified into their game, I would say.
So that was Haynes, who will be down. And appears to be walking off. We'll see if she can continue.
It's tough for any player to get injured in the first game of the season. It's never what anyone wants, especially when you're on a new team. Haynes Cole, both transfers coming in their first game as a Golden Grizzly.
Interesting position change too for Babel, at least for this first game. Like we mentioned, saw her up as a forward and now as a left back, but more of an attacking left back to say. Hasn't had a whole lot of defending to do. Like the new wrinkle.
Yeah, we've seen her put in a couple of great crosses towards the box, so maybe playing a little bit more of a midfield defensive role, doing whatever is asked of her. Green, great ball forward. She did so much of that last year, dictating the center of the field and finding the open player in the midfield. Pressure from Oakland as well right now, trying to get that equalizing goal as the clock runs down near 20 minutes.
Here's Sam, the hauler, who's checking in and trying to spray Mazzaferro out of bounds for a throw in. So a couple more Bowling Green subs. Lexi White back in the play. It does appear that is Lauren Mahoney, actually. Entering the game for the first time for Bowling Green. Or it could be Hochstadt still. My eyesight's still a little dim. We'll get a confirmation here in a moment.
Other side of the field, a little bit tough to tell. That is Hochstadt who came in.
Yep. Yeah, Hochstadt and White in for Bowling Green. Underhill also coming in for Searles, that right back spot.
Searles, successful start for her, I would say. Definitely made herself known. I mean, saying this, take it with a grain of salt. They're playing Horizon League team, but I've seen a lot of great things from a lot of different BG players that are confident on the ball, which I think is the number one thing you want to see. If they make mistakes here and there, okay, it's the first game of the season, but you want to see them, play the ball forward and, play their own style of game, and you're seeing that.
Yeah, I would agree, and also it's good to see we're a good chunk of returning players to this team that played a big role in 24, but the transfers and freshmen, the new players that did come to this team this season, you're seeing a whole bunch of them play onto the field off the bench. We got a little bit of extracurriculars with Jared and Sopralis, but I would actually agree with that. I mean, Kane getting the goal, obviously assisted by Mazzaferro. You're seeing Lamparty getting the start next to Green, but then you're seeing the freshmen O'Neill and Gatz come into play as well, the true freshmen as well. Transfers well, Underhill coming as well. I think it's good that you're seeing the new blood come in and make such a positive impact on their first BG moments.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great tell for Coach Fox. Big game coming up against Illinois on Sunday, so finding out which players you want to start in that game and which players you want to give the leeway, especially if it comes down the last 10 minutes. You want to know who to put in at the right time.
Big test, Big Ten test. I mean, those opponents don't come very often. That's a big opponent that you can see where if you get your hopes and dreams and you win the MAC and you get in the NCAA tournament, you very well could see one of those teams. And Illinois is one of those teams you very well could see. I mean, we mentioned at halftime seeing their schedule. You got them, and obviously Cleveland State, our Horizon League team, but then you have Cincinnati, that isn't a Big Ten team, but they're still in a very good conference. That they're a quality opponent. They've been a quality opponent for the previous years.
Yeah, Illinois 4-6-1 in Big Ten play, 8-8-2 overall last year. So having that team here to Bowling Green might be good.
Butera dispossessed her inside the box. This shot takes a deflection off of a Bowling Green defender. Here comes a corner coming up from Oakland. That could have been disastrous for BG.
Yeah, good look from Oakland. And Party, putting her body in the way, did the classic where she put her hands behind her back to avoid the handball situation there. Oakland not been too successful in the corners so far, but all it takes is a one to get it in there.
And swing the ball here into the box to the back post. Babel there battling with it, and then just clears it away.
Takeaway by Babel.
Here's Poole trying to spring a counterattack. Jenkins there. And we'll come away with it. A little bit of hand fighting there in the middle. It's given back to Oakland, Butera.
I mean, Corinne Jenkins, that's a name that I'll definitely remember after this game. She's a physical player.
Very good player.
True freshman out of Richmond, Virginia. Definitely making a name for herself in her debut. And giving Bowling Green some trouble.
O'Malley looking for Babel. He turned over. So it'll be Bailey Giddings coming in, and then Allie Leonard will come out. Still just one goal lead for the Orange and Brown. Still the thing to do. Still 15 minutes left, so decent amount of time, but second goal for Bowling Green could really seal this one, but an Oakland Golden Grizzly goal could end for a cinematic finish.
And all it takes is one good chance when you're down one goal and flip the game on its head. And 15 minutes left, still plenty of time.
Haller's clearance there took a deflection. Now here's Taylor Green stepping in to play to win it. Here comes Oakland once more. Good step in there from Underhill. Putting her body on the line there to see that one through. Looks like she took a
line drive to the chest.
Took it well. Cross to the top of the 18. It's dealt with once again from Bowling Green. Holler holding up play once again.
See how aggressive Oakland is on these Bowling Green defenders.
And that one was off of Taylor Green there. And like you mentioned there, Henry, a little bit of aggression, a lot of high press there from Oakland, able to earn a corner kick.
Yeah, that was impressive to be able to get Green off the ball. I don't think she was really expecting that pressure to come so quickly in another corner for Oakland.
An in-swinging ball here from Ellis Shapiro. And up, Shapiro. O'Malley out to punch it away. Crowded 6-yard box there, but O'Malley, they're strong to clear it away. Now Holler comes back to take it away. All the way back now out to Babel. And Tuca just goes all the way back to Wagger.
I mean, it's just interesting how Babel is just chasing so far forward as, you know, being in the classic defensive position. If she's kind of playing a hybrid role a little bit. We've seen her on multiple occasions.
Three more Falcons set to re-enter the game here in a moment's notice. Weiger clearance there off the mark. Ellie Poole getting up for that header. Utera, Babel, back to Poole. Utera again, Sopralis. With some space and moving inside the box with a left foot. Sopralis, that cross off the heel of Tuca into the hands of Weiger. Impressive Sopralis as well. Sophomore coming into this season and has had a lot of good moments tonight. Was more of an off-the-bench player last season and has had a lot of good looks.
Yeah, very physical midfielder. Was very well off the ball. I've been impressed with her tonight as well.
Here's Babel. Took it really well there. Holler was lurking from behind. Been a decent spell of Golden Grizzly possession, though, in search for that equalizer. No one online there for Hochstadt's pass.
Yeah, but not quite there for Babel. Oakland has definitely had their chances in the second half. Actually, past 10 minutes, they're going to have a chance to get one more push here in the next 10 minutes. We've got a few more subs coming in.
Brett Cole's all right, and we'll check back in this game. That's Christine Erdman checking in for the first time this game. Lexi White back in play, and Ella Kane, the goal scorer. And as it stands right now, the game-winning goal back in for Bowling Green.
Eastern Erdman, the defender, checking in, junior from McKenna, Illinois. Over 1,200 career minutes with Bowling Green as a junior. A prominent role in the defense last year.
Scored her first collegiate goal against Ohio University in the MAC tournament semifinals in her freshman year back in 23. So arguably one of the biggest goals on this roster belongs to Erdman.
So many options for coach Chris Fox there, especially in the defense. Erdman, a player that you really trust in any situation.
Throw-in coming up here for Oakland. Both teams kind of just exchanging possession, and Butera going to go upfield for Kane. All right here for the Golden Grizzlies to the byline, able to get by a Butera challenge. And how about Taylor Green with great defensive work there to win back the ball and clear it away.
Oakland finding space in the midfield, but not much once they get towards the box. See it again.
Came in third cross and it was headed away from Lamparty. Oakstadt just pull keep herself on side. Won't even try.
It seems like the difference between the two attacks is Bowling Green forwards have been a lot more comfortable on the ball. Ella Kane using her speed. You've seen Mazzaferro in the crosses she's put into the box. Oakland hasn't really had a lot of energy once they get the ball forward. Been able to get the ball towards the box, but just can't get any sort of momentum going once they get it in.
I think it's a lot of credit goes to Green and Lamparty for how well they've played as a duo so far this game. This giveaway going to fall to Mazzaferro, heavy touch, and then Jenkins will come away to swat it away.
Here's a chance for Oakland.
Direct Route 1 ball. O'Malley, they're off the line to collect.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a bold attempt there to find the 1v3.
Underhill. Got the ball back off the deflection, rides one challenge, and out to Ella Kane. So got 8 minutes left. Louis back in play. B-Rod will check out. So you're at this point where you're kind of at that awkward position where do you still go for that second to put the game away, or do you kind of just park the bus to say and lock it in?
Yeah, I think we've seen them kind of shy away. We haven't seen many big chances for BG in the past 15 minutes or so. I think they're being a little bit more passive as the clock kind of winds down.
There's Poole, rides one challenge, looking to spray Kane. Tuca goes all the way back to Weiger.
Yeah, you know, I mean, despite the one goal allowed, I would still say hats off to Maren Weiger in her first career collegiate start. Tough position to be in, playing a MAC school. Her first career start, definitely played very well.
From Oakland once again searching for that equalizer. Here's Aluli. Aluli gets it back here, the cross floated into the box. Shots for a handball, and the call given. That's going to go off the hand of Shannon Brown.
I mean, the Falcons just swarmed. There's not much room for the Oakland to make anything happen. Peyton O'Malley, a very good game. Quiet game, but solid in goal. Sophomore, Pittsburgh, PA. The 2024 All-MAC freshman team for that second half of the season performance that she put on after Madison Vukas had her season ended early due to injury. at her first MAC tournament start.
Long ball is going to drop to Shannon Brown. Here's Liu. Looking for Jared, and good teamwork defending there with Ehrman and Sopralis. There's Poole pressuring there on Tuco via throw-in for Oakland, and still more subs coming in. Ali Leonard back in for Dakota. Jared Mina Sam back in, and Mastransky in for Bowling Green. Jana Searles back in as well. So mostly the same 11 that started the second half to close this one out. All intents and purposes here with 5:40 left to go. And that cross flying the box, but no trouble there for Peyton O'Malley. Very solid from O'Malley tonight. Not a whole lot to do, I guess, action-wise, making those saves, but just communication-wise and being confident coming off your line. And just those little things that all good goalkeepers have, she's been really good at.
Yeah, a lot of goalkeeping is really just reads. You know, reading the right situation, knowing where to position yourself. If a bad thing does happen, if you are needed to take action, O'Malley's been doing those things very well.
Empty little back heel there from Liu. Oakland just trying to create something dangerous. Ehrman, good step. Kane trying to track this one down and just can't do so, running out of play.
Getting down near 4 minutes, going to be down to the last chance for Oakland. Getting a little bit urgent.
Cross sent in, Lampard trying to deal with that one, or excuse me, that was Taylor Green, and did so just there.
Comes up limping a little bit, but I'm sure she'll be all right. Good closeout, denying the opportunity for the Golden Grizzlies. There's a good momentum builder for the Falcons. We mentioned the game against Illinois coming up on Sunday, August 17th. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff right here at Cochrane Stadium.
Tumble of bodies there in the middle. Liu picks it up, and another chance there from the Grizzlies is snuffed out once again from the Bowling Green back line. Here's Giddings going back on that loose ball there. Bodies flying all over the place, trying to seal this one up for BG, but Oakland just trying to get the equalizer, get another point here at Cochrane Stadium.
Searle's going to take her time with this throw-in, Shirley. There it goes.
Looks like we'll do it again for Janice Searles off that throw-in that went out. You gotta think too, Henry, I mean, 48 hours, even less if you really think about it. Then you have Sunday at Illinois for a 1 o'clock game, so you really don't have a whole lot of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be another reason for the heavy substitutions, is making sure your players are fresh for that game.
Still away with the cross floated inside the box. That was off the head, I believe, of Aluli. And indeed it was. Goal kick coming up for O'Malley, under 2 minutes left. And the Fox era started with a win last season against Detroit Mercy in that season opener. Could make it 2 for 2 here. If they do so, referee says stop the clock. Doesn't want any more shenanigans.
A lot of pressure on Butera there. That was a great job to get the ball out of the box in that situation too. Golden Grizzlies swarming her.
Here's Ehrman, nicely won there from Ella Kane. Here's Stransky, and give it back to Kane. As stands right now, the goal scorer, Kane, and just bumped up the ball a little bit there. Here's a Louis, drifting out wide right for the Golden Grizzlies. Ball floated into the box there for Gavinther. And Ehrman well cleared away. Headed back in. Sam clears it up and away. Does Stransky hold herself onside? I don't think she did. Just couldn't keep it in play. Came in third. Poked away from Soprelis now. Hoisted in the air. And one from Lamparty. 30 seconds left. Came in third again. Lamparty strong once again. What a great debut it was for the former West Virginia player.
Yeah, Lamparty and Green both have held down the Bowling Green defense. I think we can safely say those two center backs will be a deadly pairing this year.
He's still alive for Oakland with 10 seconds left. Lee Yu. Shannon Brown sliding challenge away there from Taylor Green, of all players, to keep it away and to seal a W in the column to start the season for Bowling Green once again for head coach Chris Fox. A 1-0 win over the Oakland Golden Grizzlies via a goal from the new Falcon, Ella Kane.
Ella Kane transfer from Louisville coming in and immediately making a difference, scoring the first goal of the 2025 Falcon season. Isabella Monteferro earned the assist and her first point as a Bowling Green Falcon. Ultimately, a 1-0 win. One goal is all you need.
Big win for the Falcons. And like we mentioned, Henry, not too long before, again, they're going to be in action against Illinois on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a big game coming up for them. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff. Of course, free admission here at Cochrane Stadium for that game following Illinois matchup. Falcons have another home game on August 21st. That's a Thursday at 4 p.m. hosting Cleveland State. After that, they'll head on the road against Detroit Mercy.
Our next WBGU PBS broadcast for the women's team against Cincinnati on August 34th on Sunday at 1 p.m. But that'll do it for us here for our first broadcast at 2025. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. On behalf of our entire WBGU PBS crew and my broadcast partner, Henry Costco, I've been Lucas Clymer saying so long and have a good evening.